it's time to let go of the reins. Spiritual awakening, psychic reading. Okay, so it's time to let go of the reins. It feels like this collective, they're struggling to let go of the 3D mindset. Okay, and what you're being asked to do is just let go. Okay, give in to source. Let source guide you from this point on. Okay, you are here living the human experience, so you do have human challenges, and you have to put the effort in and stuff like this. But it feels like this task for this collective is about releasing to source, because the thing is, right, so in my case, for example, and I talk about this all the time because it's a good example. When I got evicted, I was literally looking at, living out the car with the dog, right? And once I went, do you know what, I've tried everything that I can do, what will be, that's when this place came up. Okay, so that for me is always evidence that source has my back. Now it feels like with this collective, they're kind of stuck in this loop, because it's like, I want evidence that I am protected, I want evidence that everything's going to be all right, but they're not falling into the arms of source. And what I've got in my mind is that trust exercise where somebody has to kind of fall back into somebody else's arms, and you're not doing it. But because you're not doing it, you're not getting the proof, if you want to call it that you need. So you're stuck in cycle repeat. Nine of Cups, Hierophant in the reverse, King of Swords, Moon card, Judgment. Okay, so what this feels like is, with the Nine of Cups, you're being advised that in the current cycle, you've done everything that you can do. You've given everything you can emotionally, and you're supposed to be going on a further path of self-discovery, discovering more about the external and internal world and stuff like that. But you're not realizing it. You kind of questioning, is there any more I can do? I need proof before I go, yada, yada, yada. And ironically, you're being too King of Swords. Okay, you've been far too logical on this. Masculine energies are needed for 3D efforts, making sure that you're working, making sure that you're standing your ground, etc., etc. But when we're talking about leaps of faith, you need your feminine energies for that, right? The Moon card. So the Moon card for me talks about the unknowns. Okay, so you're looking for answers, but as I said a moment ago, you're not going to get the answers, because you have to fall into the arms of source. Judgment. Okay, I'm not going for judgment on this case. I'm going for the angel at the top, the Archangel Michael. Is it Gabriel? Sorry, pass me down my silver trumpet, Gabriel. Yeah. You need to start releasing. You need to start releasing and having a bit of blind faith. That will help you to 3-1 start moving forwards. The proof you seek is there, but excuse me, you're missing the signs and synchronicities. You're seeing the signs and synchronicities, but you're then questioning it. When we talk about like reoccurring numbers and stuff like that, people automatically get on Google and they start looking up, what does this angel number mean? Sometimes, no, it's just about going, bing, you're on track, or bing, whatever. You don't have to go too down the rabbit hole with it all the time, okay? The rewards that you are seeking are on the other side of the door. The door is locked, but you have the key, but you're refusing to use it, okay? The ego has kicked in. I'm not saying you're an egotistical person, but like I say, it's that pull back to the 3D. No, it can't be like that. It's not logical. Da 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 da. It's the ego that is stopping you from getting the key out of your pocket and turning it. Okay. And then what I've got in my mind is I've got like this really fancy ornate door. And there's a key, like an old style key, and I turn it, and as I'm turning it, there's like these sparkly, glittery bits coming out the keyhole. I'm opening it up, and there's all this fantastical light. High Priestess in the reverse, 5 of Wands, King of Cups in the reverse. So High Priestess in the reverse, you're not following the guidance. Okay, you're not following the guidance, and all that is doing is it's frustrating you. Now, frustration is a frequency. Everything is frequency. Think about it as radio stations, right? If you're constantly frustrated, you're on the frustration radio station. Well, if you don't like that radio station, you have a choice, right? Believe it or not, You are in control of your emotions, and you control them with this. Okay. If you're, yeah, like I say, if you don't like, nobody likes being frustrated. Change it, clock it, acknowledge it. That really irritates me. I find that really so frustrating. So I'm going to clock it. I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to settle myself, and then I'm going to push forwards, because all that's doing is triggering your emotional masculine energies, getting upset, beating yourself up, etc., etc. Okay. If you can allow yourself a moment to settle, if you can allow yourself a moment to meditate on the situation, you will be given a glimpse at what your life looks like moving forwards. Okay, you need to listen to what, I want to say, the reader, so me, is saying. Okay, and accept it when it comes through. No more of this questioning. Why would you question source? Okay, why would you do that? Okay, you are here, you are living, you are breathing. You are an individual frequency of source. Okay, you are special, you are a divine spark, but you're denying it. You're questioning it, and you're putting yourself down. The time for that needs to stop now, otherwise you will miss out. You will give up on an opportunity that is specifically designed and crafted for you. Okay, no more of this. Sit, meditate. Okay, see the vision, let the vision in, accept it. Okay, embrace it. Okay, the choice is yours, though. The choice is yours. Remain here or go forth. Okay, you've done enough to crack open the gates to allow you to have what you deserve, but your ego, your stubbornness, is stopping you from grasping that. Okay, acknowledge that. Acknowledge that. Now, I feel like this collective watching this might not like what's being said there, but I've got to go with what's coming through. Okay, because I've got in my mind somebody saying I've done everything that has been asked of me. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have, and it's now that you're stopping yourself from going forth. Hierophant in the reverse again. Okay, you're blocking your own path moving forward due to stubbornness of seeing beyond the reality of the situation. Okay, you've been given all the knowledge, you've been given all the guidance. What is stopping yourself is you. Okay, you've got sun card waiting, right? But you're in the Hanged Man. Have a shift in perspective. Get out this tried, tested, and true energy. It's time to leave the old behind. Okay. Once you start seeing the world for what it is and the bit part characters around you, that is how you see through the illusion. Okay. But you're denying it, because everything you have been told, you are believing, but it is a belief based on a lie. I will leave it there. If you want a personalised psychic reading, prior to same day guaranteed from 15 quid, click on my Stan store, top of my profile, get yours today. Good luck.